Welcome back to another part of the walkthrough for Dingus the Magnificent. Today we'll be going through the Ostagar and Kokori Wilds. So here we go. Welcome to Ostagar. Alright, well, first thing I would say is you're actually not going to be able to come back here, so everywhere you want to search, you need to go ahead and do it now.
The men stationed inside are securing it now.
Just talk to this guy, see if there's anything useful.
The Tower of Ishal is off limits. The men stationed inside are securing it. I think they used it once to watch for wilders coming out of the forest. By orders of Tairn Loghain, the tower is being secured by his men to be used during battle. I'm told they discovered some lower chambers, and they don't know how far down they go, so for now, everyone's to stay out. I didn't see anything like that when I was there, but who knows? Goes back to the time of the Tevinter Imperium. Dwarven make. That's probably why it's still standing. Make us speed your steps.
Alright, let's take a look around. Probably not exactly a whole lot over here, but anything you can get to sell, especially early on in the game, is great. Also, you might get some resources that can be used later.
Make a watch over you, my lord.
As you desire.
Elf fruit you can use for crafting all these lesser injury kits. What happens when you get injured in this game, you will get an injury and you have to use one of those to get rid of it, and basically it's just a debuff. As far as the elf root, not the elf root, the gift, you can give those to your companions and it'll be noted as a gift, so you don't have to worry about not knowing that it's a gift. And as you're seeing here, constantly going through and checking your equipment is a great way to kind of get rid of things you don't need, and eventually sell it, knowing that at least in this first part you're going to have some companions that you will have to outfit as well. Obviously don't need any of this stuff right now. I'm already a mage, so I probably won't keep another mage in the party, but we will see as we run through this walkthrough. I would say, and this is kind of a preview, the charms and rings are a lot more common. These charms or necklaces are super, they don't seem to really get very good, and there's only a few that are really, really good. And same thing with belts. It's like they don't actually show up in loot boxes, if you want to call it that. Any of these looting things that we're doing, it will not show up. Honestly, what I ended up doing later on is just buying better belts and necklaces to outfit the party. And right there you can see we obviously need a rogue, so I can't open some of those locks right that you'll see in this first part. Not that you're going to miss any vital loot in this area. As a part of the walkthrough, I want to make sure not to miss anything, just so you guys kind of see where everything is and can go or not go anywhere you want.
Today, 2 units of men arrived every hour, and they expect to double that tomorrow. Still, the Tairn worries that may not be enough.
That's kind of this side of Ostagar. We'll head over the bridge where Duncan and some of the other Grey Wardens, or at least Grey Warden recruits, are going to be sitting.
Hail, you must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought. This place hasn't seen such bustle in centuries, I'll wager. Need a hand getting anywhere? Used to be a fortress long time ago, so I understand. Back in the days when the Wilders used to invade the lowlands. You were just on the eastern side of the ruin. The Tower of Ishal is there, but Tairn Logain's closed it off until the battle. This side is the King's camp. We've got the Grey Wardens here, the Circle of Magi, the Chantry. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting somebody important. Quartermaster, he's just a bit to the northwest. Probably in his tent. He and Tairn Logain are on the southwest side of the camp. The king likes to spend time with his soldiers, though. Sometimes even without his bodyguards. Drives Tairn Logain wild, that does. A few mages, yes. They even brought those creepy quiet fellows, the Tranquil. Gives me the shivers when they talk, all cold and even. They're to the north of here, bunched up with a herd of Templars glaring at them. Can't miss it. This is Ferelden, isn't it? The king has his kennels on the west side of camp. Stinks from all the hounds. These aren't cute puppies, though. Some of those dogs bite the darkspawn and get too much of that blood in them. It's like poison. Slow, painful death. Terrible. Go on, then. Not far. It's straight ahead, just past the royal encampment. Most of your fellas are in the valley with the army, but the recruits seem to be staying up here for now. Try heading north. I think he was sent with a message to the mages. Good luck to you, then.
Thank you for your service. We'll kind of look on this western side of Ostagar and see what we find.
Greetings. King Kaelan is not in his tent right now? I suppose I do, though he's spending most of his time with the Grey Wardens. He rides with them wherever they go, in fact. Tairn Logain sees the king whenever he can and argues with him over coming battles, but the king just waves him off. The king wants to end the Blight with a single huge battle the bards will sing of for centuries. Do you think that's possible? That's how the Tairn feels. He'll do what the king wants in the end, though. The king thought it was funny that Tairn called him reckless, and they fought about the queen. She's the Tairn's daughter. He wasn't happy about something she did or the king did, I'm not sure. I probably shouldn't discuss it. As you wish. Greetings. King Kaelan is not in his tent right now? I believe he's with the Grey Wardens in camp, drinking. He holds them in high regard, you know, as his father did. As you wish. You approach the tent of Tairn Logain. State your business. How can you not know of Logain? He helped free Ferelden. He was the brains behind King Maric's armies and drove out those damned Orlesians. King Maric rewarded him by making him a Tairn. Can you imagine? A commoner became a high nobleman just like that. Without Logain, you can bet the king wouldn't be winning against these Darkspawn. He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activities.
See if we can persuade this guy.
I suppose you have a message for him. Hold on, then.
Yes, what is it? Oh, you're Duncan's new Grey Warden, I assume. His Majesty could not contain his excitement after your meeting. How could I not hear about you? Kaelan's fascination with the Wardens goes beyond the ordinary. Are you aware his father brought your order back to Ferelden? Maric respected the Grey Wardens. They have an honored place in the hearts of our people. But Maric would have understood that it takes more than legends to win a battle. That's not an argument I'll repeat here. I hear you're from the Circle of Magi. First Enchanter spoke highly of you. A great achievement, for one so young. I don't suppose you'll be riding into the thick of battle with the rest of your fellows, will you? Here for the glory, huh?
Seems a little arrogant.
Fair enough. Now I must return to my task. Pray that our king proves amenable to wisdom, if you're the praying sort. Then simply pray.
You approach the tent of Tairn Loghain. State your business. How can you, King Matt? Without Loghain, you can. He's inside, but I don't... I suppose, as long as we talk quietly. He and the king have been arguing for days. The Tairn's known the king since he was swaddled, so they don't stand on ceremony. The Tairn speaks his mind, and the king yells right back. Personally, I think the king should do what Tairn Loghain tells him. Without the Tairn, we wouldn't be doing as well here as we are. Very well.
King does seem a little floozy, if you ask me. $16 cunning to max out your coercion line. I use that, basically combat training will get you a little better overall.
Look carefully, man. This wretched thing is a darkspawn. They're strong and cunning and smart, but don't listen to those old wives' tales.
This is supposed to be the battle that sends these darkspawn back underground. You believe that?
I don't know what to believe. We've won every battle, but there's more of them each time.
Makes you wonder if them Grey Wardens are right.
I don't want to think...
Sometimes these conversations can end
Sounds
up
like
leading
the
to
perfect
some
time to
sort
get
of quest.
drunk, if you ask me.
Other times it's just informative.
The last scouting party made it back last night. Barely.
What do you mean?
There are lots of
Hail to you.
different kinds. We're getting reports of things we've never even heard of. Our short friend here, for instance, is something called a genlock. They're pretty common in the Horde, but we've seen others much larger. We don't know where these new darkspawn are coming from or what they can do. All I can say is to use caution. There aren't any we've seen that won't die once they bleed enough. Well, don't touch the carcass. We'll be burning it so it doesn't infect anything.
Make a watch over you, my lord.
Very polite.
All this nonsense talk stop.
It's good to have Grey Wardens amongst us. With their help, perhaps we can push these things back underground for good.
You there, Elf. What's your name?
It's Pick, sir.
Go tell Tairn Loghain that the war party's ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Obviously you see the quest thing over there by the dog guy. But I'm pretty sure that elf guy that just left is something that we can get early on that'll be helpful.
Hello? I'm sorry, is there something you needed? Are you the new Grey Warden recruit? I was just walking by when I heard. Oh, must be exciting to be so important. Wait, you aren't here to tell me I'm in trouble, are you?
Do I want to be mean to this elf guy? I am an elf myself, but let's see.
I don't think so. I'm one of the king's servants, which means I run messages around and make deliveries all day long. If you fall behind, you get the switch from the quartermaster. Oh, I wish I were back at the palace. There are far more places to hide. I better go. If the quartermaster sees me chatting, he'll think I'm...
Maker above. Hear the prayers of those
Maker's breath, another elf. What do you want? Congratulations. Is there something you wanted? We have no time for idle chatter. We aren't. We're ash warriors. Our training has been passed down since Lathias the dwarf son first harnessed the battle rage of the dwarves. We harness the rage inside us.
So they're basically a barbarian, I guess.
That is our way. I trust my hound with my... A trained Mabari hound is as dangerous as any sword. We do not... To scout the wilds and watch the progression. The hunt will be good if my hound survives the blood of its prey. If he dies, darkspawn blood is poisonous. But not, the wardens say that tainted blood drives even the survivors mad eventually. But not today. They use scent to distinguish us, so we paint ourselves with caddis, which overpowers the blood, and also paint our hounds so they know we are the same.
Sorry for skipping dialogue, I'll do that.
Would you steal our caddis and give it to the darkspawn hordes?
A lot of times after you have these conversations, you can just go back to your codex and just read whatever you want about him.
Hello again. You need something now? Oh. Hello again. You need something now? I deliver messages around the camp. You have a message for me? Then what is... Oh, wait.
Yeah, here we go.
To give Sir Garland's sword to? Because I think the smith's done with
See if I can get it.
Oh, that's such a relief. You really saved me from the switch for sure. I'd best get back to my duties.
So that achievement, Persuasive, you'll have one of those, as well as an Intimidation achievement. I believe that you have to do it 10 times, and throughout the campaign, it's quite easy to get these.
Quick about it. Make it quick.
This isn't good. I'd hate to waste such a promising member of the breed. Are you the new warden? I could use some help. This is a Mabari. Smart breed and strong. I have medicine that might help, but I need him muzzled first. Go in the pen and let him smell you. Let's hope this works. I'd really hate to have to put him down.
Let's put this muzzle on the dog.
Well done. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon? There's a particular herb I could use to... If you happen across it, I could use it. It's very distinctive. All good.
So that quest that we just got right there, if you really want a Mobari Hound as a partner or a party member, or just to have, you have to complete that quest. Unless you're a noble human, and then you get them automatically.
And I congratulate you on your harrowing, marvelous work. The Fade is a dangerous place.
Wynn will come back. So, just a little preview.
I thought the same. It's good you can admit that. So, a Grey Warden, fighting alongside the King. Not too shabby for someone just out of apprenticeship. The King must always seem confident. His behavior affects the troops' morale. He does seem to find his enthusiasm easily, though. Reminds me of a puppy. And I say that with both respect and affection. He is a fine man. To defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp. Stragglers, yes. Not the vast horde the scouts speak of. I wonder, how much do you know of the connection between Darkspawn and the Fade? Anytime your spirit leaves your earthly body, whether it's to dream or to die, It passes into the realm we call the Fade. It's home to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City. Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says. It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now. Yes, occasionally it's wise to contemplate one's actions. But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
In their pride, the mages of the ancient Tevinter Imperium sought to open a portal into the heavenly golden...
I'm sorry, but the mages must not be interrupted. The mages must not be interrupted. Their spirits, perhaps they're scouting for Darkspawn. Regardless, they are not to be disturbed.
But I'm a mage.
We must first face the evil within us.
As you can see, there's not a whole lot to do in Ostagar. It's really more about, you know, getting some lore from a couple characters, and then we'll go into the Korkari Wilds here in a second. Or Korkari, whatever.
I do not have time to speak.
I know, I think we have to go to the Quartermaster. I think he's over here.
Any last wishes I can help fulfill before you head into battle?
How do you do?
Life is...
Yeah, he's right over here.
That pretty face could be...
You there, elf. Where's my armor? And why are you dressed so preposterously? Please, forgive my...
You made a mistake.
Please, pardon my terrible manners. I am just the quartermaster, a simple man. No one special. Yes, of course, you're very right. Did you come for arms and armor? I also have some goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course.
Let's see what this guy has. I'm pretty sure this guy has a backpack, so that's one of the upgrades you definitely want to get as soon as possible, because that will really increase your inventory space. And if you hit Y or whatever it is on PC, you can sell all your junk at one time, which is the best way to do it. That's why you want to mark all of your unused equipment as junk. There's your backpack.
Hello again. Is there something you need? So long as...
All those recipes can be used in crafting, but I will not be crafting much. I think there's a couple quests that require crafting. Not any big ones, though.
Yes, and you are I create and oversee the enchant. It is a time-consuming process, but invaluable. It is the practice of folding magic. The Tranquil have learned their runes, and we use them to apply. The irony, perhaps, is that it is our very disconnection to our former. Runes exist that hold the power of the elements that increase strength or swift. Naturally, the greater the power required, the more expensive the rune will become to create. Goodbye. That course of action is inadvisable.
Just about got it all now. There's only like 2 more spots. There's Alistair up there, which is the main quest.
Well, you're not what I thought you'd be. The name's Davith. It's about bloody time you came.
Another
along.
great Grey Warden
I happened to be sneaking
recruit.
around camp last night, see. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds. It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice. I've got nowhere else to go after what Duncan saved me from. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan.
In the name of Andraste, I bless you today. May you find favor in the Maker's eyes. So let it be.
You can talk to this prisoner and help him out a little
Someone
bit.
finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me? No. They put someone like me in a cage until someone important has time to decide what to do with me. I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you? All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving. I'm a deserter, or so they think. I bet there's no arguing them out of it, though. I wasn't deserting. But when you catch someone sneaking around camp, does it matter? All I want is a bit of food and water. You're a funny one. And it's not as if they're wrong. I probably would have deserted later. Just not when they caught me.
Doesn't make it better,
Hope
but
that
I
doesn't
might give you
spoil
some
your opinion
food.
of me. I'm still hungry enough to eat my shoe. Just ask my guard for his. He's still got some dinner.
Lucky dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example. They say he was recruited before the war up in Dinnerham. Probably figured he'd never have to fight if he served the king, right? Why does anyone want to desert? Because he thinks he's going... Either that or he's been listening to a bunch of hogwash about how the Darkspawn will drag you off and eat you. Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation. Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine.
Let's see if we can make him do it.
All right, all right. I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs. Don't know why you care. I had nothing to do with it.
I'm a good
If anyone
Samaritan.
asks why he's burping, I'm gonna say it was you. Just so you know.
Speaking of food, my parenting tip of the day is to constantly make sure that you are introducing new foods to your young baby, even if they deny it. It took my daughter about 20 to 30 times before she would eat green beans again after loving them, so
At least if I'm hanged, I'll have a
stick
little
with
weight
it,
on me.
my friends, you can do it.
Now off with you.
My belly thanks you. At least if I'm hanged, I'll have a little weight on me.
Greetings. You must be the
Another one of the Grey Warden recruits.
Sir Jury is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Arlayman. I wasn't aware elves could join the Grey Wardens. Those camped in the valley are all human. Just that in some places, elves are not always permitted in the military. I hope we're both lucky enough to eventually join the Wardens. Is it not thrilling to be given that chance? I would be lying if I said I wasn't. As a boy, my mother told us, it is a foolish superstition, I know, but tell me, has anyone told you what this joining ritual entails? I never heard of such a ritual. I had no idea there were more tests after getting recruited. I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan.
They're going to kill us all. Kill us and then eat us.
King Kaelan should not have called on this
I suspect you are one of the new Grey Wardens. Will you accept the Maker's blessing? I merely pass on the Maker's blessings. He looks kindly on all who will receive him. Then I bless you, Grey Warden, in the name of Andraste and the Maker above.
Maybe it will keep me alive longer.
Sorry, the main army camp is...
Think that about wraps up everything in Ostagar. We'll do a little bit more walking around, make sure we didn't miss anything, but I'm pretty sure that's it.
You may not want...
You need to convince them. We've got to run. The Grey Wardens will die.
I apologize, Warden. He's been like this
You know,
ever since they found
that
him
lady
in the
right
wilds.
there looks like that deadpan TikTok girl. I have no
Aside
idea
from
what her
his
name
wounds,
is.
We're not sure.
You can feel it, can't you? They'll come out of that forest and spread.
That's quite enough out of you. You need to calm yourself, my good man.
They were everywhere. I saw them.
No one else to talk to. Gotta go over there. Hit all these. I guess we'll go talk to Alistair.
You found our tent, I see. Is there something you need? Alistair can help you.
Okay, just checking. Time to meet one of the probably most beloved Dragon Age characters.
You're very lucky to have such an opportunity.
All locked. Need a rogue. Like I said earlier, you're not going to miss out on anything from those chests. It's probably just trash, so don't worry.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
Good job, Alistair.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together. You're not the first to tell me that. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage? And here I thought I'd been yelled at by every mage in camp. Wait, I do know who you are. You're Duncan's new recruit from the Circle of Magi. I should have recognized you right away. I apologize. Did Duncan mention me? Nothing bad, I hope. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining. Right, that was the name. So I'm curious. Have you ever actually encountered Darkspawn before? When I fought my first one, I wasn't prepared for how monstrous it was. I can't say I'm looking forward to encountering another. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started. With the mage, the Circle is here at the King's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are, which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar. Not that that's all Templars do, but yes, the Chantry raised me until Duncan recruited me 6 months ago. I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger, and the mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech. Davith and Sir Jory are here in the camp. Have you met? That makes things easy then. They'll both be back with Duncan by now. You do? Huh, that's a switch. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
Alistair will be a permanent companion. And Davith and Jory here, we will, you'll get to play with them as a party, but they will not be permanent. And we'll talk about why that's important later.
Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
You're right, Duncan. I apologize.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Korcari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit. There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can. Old treaties, if you're curious. Promises they were once considered only formalities. With so many having forgotten their commitments to us, I suspect it may be a good idea to have something to remind them with. It's possible the scrolls may have been destroyed or even stolen, though the seal's magic should have protected them. Only a Grey Warden can break such a seal.
I don't understand. Why leave such things in a ruin if they're so valuable?
It was assumed that we would someday return. A great many things were assumed that have not held true. No, but the effort must be made. I have every confidence you are up to the task. It will be an overgrown ruin by now, but the sealed chest should remain intact. Alistair will guide you to the area you need to search. Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return. So you return from the... Then you'd best start...
So there is a exploit here. You can look it up to maximize your level by just basically keep on turning in the blood that you're about to get. I'm not going to do that here, obviously, but you can use that to get the achievements for each individual level or level 20 for each
I'm told you all
class.
have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there.
You can just look it up if you want to do it, but I just like the game, so I'm going to continue to play it. Welcome to the Korcari Wilds. Would say be very careful with wolves. They can absolutely overwhelm you and pretty much kill you quite quickly, so tactics in this game are always important. If you're on casual, you probably won't have a problem, but at higher levels, even normal, you can really get killed quickly by some of the wolves.
Let's get what we came for and head back to Duncan.
Same thing as Ostagar, we're going to try to cover everything in this area so you don't miss anything. There are some good things in here and some quick XP that you can gain from some of the quests that are in this area. I don't believe any of it is achievement related or anything like that, beyond, you know, making sure that you get the dog, which is not, I don't think it's an achievement or anything to have all of the, well, actually, I think you have to get all the followers. So you have to get the dog at least once. So that would be, if you only want to do one playthrough, you have to get those, the flower that we're going to find here shortly.
Over here. Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn.
They came out of the ground. Please, help me. I've got to return to camp.
Get him fixed up, my boy, Alistair.
I have bandages in my pack.
Thank you.
That bodes well.
I'm
I'm sure we won't have any issues with Darkspawn.
Did you hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the four of us slay? A dozen? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the Horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless. We should go back. That's true.
Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
I believe the Kurokari Wilds are also not some place that you can come back to after a certain point that we'll get to in this episode.
All right.
Let's see what we want to do. Throughout this, I'll typically be doing 2 magic and 1 willpower, but I'm trying to get my cunning up so I can go ahead and get the coercion skill, and I still need more magic to get the mana clash line there. Don't necessarily need any of those, but this is if you want to be a healer. The heal spells are obviously useful, those other ones less so. This line you definitely want because it's going to just increase your normal DPS with your staff. So definitely get this one. Walking Bomb I've heard is pretty good. Obviously those hexes and the entropy one are pretty good. I love the elemental damage. It's just nice. I typically go for lightning. Just like the way it sounds. Mind Blast is a good stun spell. Especially for a mage. You can kind of save your own butt when you use that when you have some melee guys trying to bash your head in. And this is what it looks like on console. On PC you'll have a whole hotbar, but you can assign up to 6 in your console version. Otherwise you have to open up the weapon wheel, so to speak, and actually select the spell.
As you desire.
Well done, I say! Well done!
Obviously there's a limited range on these staffs. It's one of the reasons why I have to get closer. Also the spells have different ranges, so you have to feel that out as you go. You'll automatically move on console if you're out of range, I believe. remember, loot everything, you'll need it all. So this is a trail we'll end up following to get a pretty good, I believe, two-handed sword here shortly. A quick tip, you cannot loot or anything or open locks when you are in combat, so you have to kill everything before you can do any of that.
This is more like it.
And so I shall.
And check back over here. I'm pretty sure that there's a treasure chest over here that you'll have to dig up, but we have to go find the note that kind of tells you to go over here. This is about as close as it gets to an open world area in, I believe, just about the entire game. Everything else is still pretty linear, which is okay. I don't mind being bound by reasonable rails. Another sign. Here's your flower right there for the dog. Hopefully everybody's having a good day. You know, I just did some yoga prior to recording this, and I'll have to go pick up my daughter from daycare pretty soon. And another sign. I believe that is exactly where the Chastened Trail ends, so we'll head over there.
And so I shall.
More wolves. Elite Wolf. Kind of as you play this game, watch these numbers. There's one achievement where you need to do massive damage, I believe over like 250 with one particular attack. It's only really possible with two-handed weapons, or Mana Clash is a great one to use because I got it very quickly, and we'll get there soon. Mana Clash is very easy to get that achievement. my previous playthrough, the first time I played it about 10 to, I guess, 15 almost years ago now, I played a warrior, and I didn't get the massive damage achievement. I was a sword and board, and didn't get it. So I believe it's much easier to get it when you are doing a mage or a two-handed warrior. Rogue, maybe. I haven't really played rogue much, so we will see. I'll take this time. Hey, if you got this far, that's awesome. You probably didn't, but any criticism, anything you guys want to hear about parenting or anything else about Dragon Age, just drop it in the comments, and I'll respond to everything.
So I shall.
Just have a nice walkthrough, relaxed content. I'm not going to scream at you. I'm not going to be one of those hyper edited videos. I want to be off the cuff. I want to be real. I don't want to be use AI slop content and just shove it in your face. Just know that everything you'll see from me will be real. Hopefully, I'll use these first couple of videos in the Dragon Age walkthrough universe, so to speak, to hone my editing skills and bring you guys better products. And, you know, I would say I'm not trying to make money off of anybody, so don't ever donate to me. I don't need the money. I'm only doing this because I enjoy it.
It appears we will need to fight the Blight one at a time.
Genlocks are the easiest to beat. Hurlocks are the next. You'll see shortly that there's alphas of both variants of them, and then there's Hurlock emissaries and Genlock emissaries, and they're like mages, and those you absolutely need to destroy very quickly because they can really mess you up with some of the spells that they will throw at you. Mages are undoubtedly the hardest enemy in this game to defeat. They're the most dangerous. Maybe they're not easy to or maybe they're not hard to defeat, but they are very dangerous to your party.
So I shall.
Rogues, they can go stealth, so they'll go away. Just be aware of that. They usually tend to go to your back line, and they'll go right after your mage or your
Still need to find those documents.
A bow and arrow type character.
There, more of them. I like it. Right.
Yeah, I think this is the actual quest you needed to go find that hidden treasure.
We still need to find those documents.
And none of these guys are rogues, so I'm not going to be able to get that chest either.
Here we go!
Just trying to make sure I cover everything. Anytime you get an automatic save like that, you probably want to get ready for a fight. And here is your Herlock Emissary, who is a mage. You really want to take him out as quick as possible. The rogues can be dangerous too, but they're relatively easy to kill. A rogue is also the only way you can disable these traps, so you're going to have a rogue in your party when you get all the party members. Disabling those traps also gives you a good bit of experience, especially because when there are traps, they are usually a good bit of them to get, you know, a couple hundred experience in some cases.
No. I'm sensing more darkspawn. You could have just given up, you know.
Check every nook and cranny. We'll get on with it here.
I'm sensing more darkspawn. And so I shall.
You see blocked, your staff and spells can be blocked by anything in your way that's solid. There's your Herlock Alpha, a melee juggernaut in some cases.
I see we've stopped to smell the flower. Flowers and adore the sunshine?
So I believe before you go to these chests, you want to make sure that you finished everything else in the Corkery Wilds, because I believe from this point you get automatically transported to another area. And here's Morrigan.
Well. What have we here? Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey? What say you, Scavenger or intruder? 'Tis a tower no longer. The wilds have obviously claimed this desiccated corpse. I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered? Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
She's a witch of the wild, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there. Elves are not frightened little boys. Tell me your name, and I shall tell you mine. Now that is a proper civil greeting, even here in the wilds. You may call me Morrigan. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer. You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent. How does one steal from dead men?
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened. 'Twas my mother, in fact. There is a sensible request. I like you.
I'd be careful. First it's, I like you, but then zap. Frog time.
She'll put us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then, if it pleases you.
As you can see, Alistair is quite the humorous companion, which is always the best to keep around.
Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, Davith. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Does your elven mind give you a different viewpoint? What do you believe? Oh, if you must protest so quickly, perhaps I need not ask. So much about you is uncertain, and yet I believe. Do I? Why, it seems I do.
So this is a dreaded Witch of the Wilds.
Witch of the Wilds, huh? Morrigan must have told you that. She fancies such tales, though she would never admit it. Oh, how she dances under the moon.
They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
True, they came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them?
And why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this Blight's threat is greater than they realize. Either the threat is more, or they realize less. Or perhaps
the writing in
the
this
threat
game is
nothing.
absolutely outstanding.
Or perhaps they realize nothing. Oh, do not mind me. You have what you came for.
Time for you to go, then.
Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
And so ends the Corkery Wilds.
Ostagar is a very defensible location. Even if the Horde outnumbers us, we should see a decisive victory.
Make sure to turn in this quest, and you'll get the dog eventually.
Mabari's stable for now, but not improving. Unless I get... Let me see. Yeah, that's he looks better already. I'm sure he'd thank you himself if he could. A day, maybe 2. There's enough ointment for him to make a full recovery. Why not come back after the battle? Perhaps we can see about imprinting him on you. Maybe. It's likely he understands you're responsible for curing. Come back after the battle.
Let's get back to Duncan quickly. If we wait too long, you won't be able to swing a dead cat without hitting a dark spell.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Let me know.
Let's see if we have enough to sell to get anything better. Got our book bag. Or I guess I should say backpack.
Hello again. Is it? Let me know.
Cannot be. Sadly not. Cannot be.
Key required means you cannot pick it, so just FYI. Alright, let's get this ritual going.
So you returned from the wilds. Have you been successful? Good. I've had the Circle mages preparing. With the blood you've retrieved, we can begin the joining immediately. I will not lie. We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now, rather than later. If only such secrecy were unnecessary, and all understood the necessity of such sacrifice. Sadly, that will never be so.
Let's go then. I'm anxious to see this joining now.
I agree. Let's have it done.
Then let us begin. Alistair, take them to the old temple.
The more I hear about this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
Why all these damn tests? Have I not earned my place?
Maybe it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
I only know that my wife is in Highover with a child on the way. If they had warned me, it just doesn't seem fair.
Would you have come if they'd warned you? Maybe that's why they don't. The Wardens do what they must, right?
Including sacrificing us?
I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew it would end the Blight. You saw those Darkspawns tonight. Wouldn't you die to protect your pretty wife from them? Maybe you'll die. Maybe we'll all die. If nobody stops the Darkspawn, we'll die for sure.
I've just never faced a foe I could not engage with my blade.
At last, we come to the joining. The Grey Wardens were founded during the First Blight, when humanity stood on the verge of annihilation. So it was that the first Grey Wardens drank of Darkspawn blood and mastered their taint.
We're going to drink the blood of those creatures.
As the first Grey Wardens did before us, as we did before you. This is the source of our power and our victory.
Those who survive the joining become immune to the taint. We can sense it in the Darkspawn and use it to slay the Archdemon.
Always wanted to be in a club.
We speak only a few words prior to the joining, but these words have been said since the first. Alistair, if you would.
Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten, and that one day we shall join you.
Davith, step forward.
What happens here, you can strip the equipment off of both of these guys before you proc this quest, and you could either use it or sell it.
I am sorry.
Because these two are not going to go on any longer.
Step forward, Jory.
But I have a wife, a child. Had I known...
There is no turning back.
No, you ask too much. There is no glory in this.
Get him, Duncan.
I am sorry. But the joining is not yet complete. You are called upon to submit yourself to the taint for the greater good. From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden. It is finished. Welcome.
2 more deaths. In my joining, only one of us died, but it was horrible. I'm glad at least one of you made it through.
How do you feel? Such is what it takes to be a Grey Warden.
Did you have dreams? I had terrible dreams after my joining.
Such dreams come when you begin to sense the Darkspawn, as we all do. That and many other things can be explained in the months to come.
Before I forget, there is one last part to your joining. We take some of that blood and put it in a pendant. Something to remind us of those who didn't make it this far.
Take some time. When you're ready, I'd like you to accompany me to a meeting with the king. The king is discussing strategy for the upcoming battle. I am not sure why he has requested your presence. The meeting is to the west, down the stairs.
Alright, time to level up. Winter's Grasp is a good spell. It also basically stun locks them, so it's great, especially when you're a higher level than the enemy. Just gonna try some of these out. Shock's kind of like an AoE. I think I'll go with Winter's Grasp. Let's do some inventory management. Just remember to go through your inventory at this point and sell, or at least mark as junk, everything that you don't need. Might as well get rid of it.
Loghain, my decision is final. I will stand by the Grey Wardens in this assault.
You risk too much, Kalen. The Darkspawn Horde is too dangerous for you to be playing hero on the front lines.
If that's the case, perhaps we should wait for the Orlesian forces to join us after all.
I must repeat my protest to your fool notion that we need the Orlesians to defend ourselves.
It is not a fool notion. Our arguments with the Orlesians are a thing of the past, and you will remember who is king.
How fortunate Marek did not live to see his son ready to hand Ferelden over to those who enslaved us for a century.
Then our current forces will have to suffice, won't they? Duncan, are your men ready for battle?
They are, Your Majesty.
And this is the recruit I met earlier on the road? I understand congratulations are in order. Every Grey Warden is needed now. You should be honored to join their ranks.
Your fascination with glory and legends will be your undoing, Kalen. We must attend to reality.
Fine. Speak your strategy. The Grey Wardens and I draw the Darkspawn into charging our lines, and then?
You will alert the tower to light the beacon, signaling my men to charge from cover.
To flank the Darkspawn, I remember. This is the Tower of Ishal in the ruins, yes? Well, who shall light this beacon?
I have a few men stationed there. It's not a dangerous task, but it is vital.
Then we should send our best. Send Alistair and the new Grey Warden to make sure it's done.
You rely on these Grey Wardens too much. Is that truly wise?
Enough of your conspiracy theories, Loghain. Grey Wardens battle the Blight no matter where they're from.
Your Majesty, you should consider the possibility of the archdemon appearing.
There have been no signs of any dragons in the wilds.
Isn't that what your men are here for, Duncan?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, the tower and its beacon are unnecessary. The
We
circle
will
of
not
Magi...
trust any lives to your spells, Mage. Save them for the Darkspawn.
Enough! This plan will suffice. The Grey Wardens will light the beacon.
Thank you, Loghain. I cannot wait for that glorious moment. The Grey Wardens battle beside the King of Ferelden to stem the tide of evil.
Yes, Kalen. A glorious moment for us all.
You heard the plan. You and Alistair will go to the Tower of Ishal and ensure the beacon is lit.
What? I won't be in the battle.
This is by the King's personal request, Alistair. If the beacon is not lit, Tern Loghain's men won't know when to charge.
So he needs 2 Grey Wardens standing up there holding the torch, just in case, right? Yes, so am I.
You'll need to cross the gorge and head through the gate and up to the tower entrance. From the top, you'll overlook the entire valley. We will signal you when the time is right. Alistair will know what to look for. Then I must join the others. From here, you two are on your own. Remember, you are both Grey Wardens. I expect you to be worthy of that title.
Duncan, may the Maker watch over you.
May he watch over us all.
All right. So feel free to level up Alistair when you're ready. He will be a permanent party member. One of the best cutscenes ever.
The plan will work, Your Majesty.
Of course it will. The Blight ends here.
Let's cross the bridge and get to the Tower of his
For warriors, strength and constitution are really about all you need. Dexterity helps a little bit as well, and is a requirement for some of the skills. That's about it. Willpower if you want them to have a little bit more stamina. Magic and cunning are irrelevant. For skills, don't get too fancy here, just keep going up whichever weapon type you're having, sword and board for it, or dual weapon, or your individual archery or two-handed, and then just your warrior. And whenever they get a specialization, you can start going down that path too. You'll get plenty of ability and skill points, so there's no need to worry too much. Eventually you can get a respec scroll.
Push them back!
See if I can't get hit with another. Oh, never mind. There it is. Just trying to cross the bridge, man.
Glorious!
Help me, they're everywhere. You're Grey Wardens, aren't you? The tower, it's been taken.
What are you talking about, man? Taken how?
The Darkspawn came up through the lower chambers. They're everywhere. Most of our men are dead.
Then we have to get to the beacon and light it ourselves.
2 more companions. These also won't be permanent, so I'll tell you when you can strip their equipment.
Delighted.
Alright, let's get some loot, and we'll continue to the Tower of Vishal. Can't say I'm enjoying the mage life so far. To stay out of the big action and do lots of damage from afar. It's very fun.
Wonderful!
Time for more Darkspawn, I see. Of course. That's all I got.
Anytime you see a yellow number above the head, that means it was a critical hit. as health poultices, or how you get your health back. You'll get plenty of them. You can also buy them pretty cheap, so no, you can never have too many of those.
It appears we will need to fight them like one at a time.
Now that we're kind of more in like a dungeon type environment, you know, usually it's good to have a rogue lead the party because they can detect the traps like I just hit right here. And you need to get to that emissary so we can kill him.
So I shall.
Again, no rogue, so we'll miss out on a little bit of loot on this run, but again, nothing super critical. Double check, make sure we didn't miss anything in this front part. If you want to get highest approval rating out of your gifts, I suggest kind of just looking it up on what gift gives the most approval. There's also an exploit with gifts. I think there's some that you can buy basically infinite numbers of, and you can get all your approvals up that way, but I will also not be doing that. But I will try to get maximum approval on all the gifts that I do give. Some of them will be obvious, others like a silver bracelet, which is the one we just saw, have no rhyme or reason in my opinion on who it goes to.
Maker's breath. What are these Darkspawn doing ahead of the rest of the Horde? There wasn't supposed to be any resistance here. Right, because clearly this is all just a misunderstanding. We'll laugh about this later. At any rate, we need to hurry. We need to get up to the top of the tower and light the signal fire in time. Taron Loghain will be waiting for the signal.
One of the benefits of looking everywhere is getting these little boosts of XP over your entire run. This will really add up. You definitely want to try to kill everything you can, open everything you can, get all the codexes, and maximize as much XP as you can get. By the end of the game, you should probably be around level 21, 22. If you did everything that you can.
We'll need to fight them like one at a time.
Rarely, I would say, Weapons like this ballista or other things can be used to damage the enemies, but this is not super common. Just be aware of them. They usually are pretty beneficial when you do see them. One of the achievements is to kill 1,000 Darkspawn, and I'll show you how to do that in probably another video, but you cannot kill 1,000 Darkspawn without doing some safe scumming in one particular area towards the end of the game. Because the 1,000 Darkspawn have to be killed on one character. I don't actually know if it counts DLC Darkspawn or not. Cunning is now maxed out for what I need it, so we'll start with the magic and willpower from here on out.
I'm sending for Darkspawn. That lever over there! As you say. Alright. Why do they bother?
Here's a Genlock Alpha. Very dangerous ranged Darkspawn.
What to do?
Here's a good example of an environmental thing that would have helped us in that last battle, and will help us here in a second with any other of the Darkspawn on this floor. I guess those dogs aren't going to come down this way. I guess you could kite the enemy back there, but not worth it.
I'm sensing more dark spawn. As you desire. Of course.
Off we go to combat!
Alright, I guess we're basically done with this floor. I'll just do a quick once over, make sure we didn't miss anything. Okay. Let's go. Now this fight can be exceptionally difficult on higher difficulties, so just be aware. Don't get caught. But on casual, as you can see, we're absolutely destroying them. And those little kill cutscenes or mini cutscenes are amazing, and it's great when you can get one. Typically only happen on boss ones. But at this point you can strip your other two companions, not Alistair, of their equipment, and you can just have that to sell later. And all you have to do is make sure you do not go to this fire and hit it before you strip their equipment. These Master Combat training is really the only ones that are super useful to me. The survival one, which is the foot, can get you a little bit more perception of animals. The herbalism is okay if you want to do some crafting, but the skills aren't too useful for your companions. Mission accomplished.
Sound the retreat.
But what about the king?
Unsurprisingly, a betrayal.
Pull out! All of you, let's move!
And Kaylin Gusher. Such a badass moment from Duncan. Going out as a real, true Grey Warden. And so ends the Battle of Ostagar.
Ah, your eyes finally open. Mother shall be pleased. Back in the wilds, of course. I am Morrigan, lest you have forgotten, and I have just bandaged your wounds. You are welcome, by the way. How does your memory fare? Do you remember Mother's rescue? Mother managed to save you and your friend, though 'twas a close call. What is important is that you both live. The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The Darkspawn won your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well. All dead. Your friend has veered between denial and grief since Mother told him. He is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you awoke. You were welcome. Though Mother did most of the work, I am no hero. I will stay.
No.
We should be getting wrapped up here right now. So we'll end here, and this is where we'll start next time as we move on to Law of the Ring. Until then, this is Dr. Dad out.